Let's start, y'all. We got a good one. Welcome to Black Coffee Cafe Podcast, y'all. We got a good one today, y'all. Y'all already know what's going on. I'm gonna call this a fanny pack. We smoking on a fanny pack right now. 'Cause clearly they just got smoked. We smoking this DA Love right here. This fanny. I'm gonna roll up Nikki probably later on tonight. But we gonna get right on into it, y'all. Let me slide on over here off rip. We just go jump right into it. For real. We just go jump right into it, y'all. First we just gonna start with this right here. We gonna start with the good news.
All right, good morning, everybody. We have a verdict. We have two verdicts. And I do not want there to be any kind of disruption or disturbance in court, regardless of what this verdict is. So, can we get the jury out, please?
And it's the way, like, y'all go see. It's the way she broke it down. I'm gonna explain it to y'all too. I'm gonna explain it.
All rise for the jury. Pause, your president accounted for.
All right, thank you very much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I understand that you all have reached a verdict. Mr. Foreperson, is that correct? All right, and was it unanimous? All right.
Look how fast you
And
reading
this
it up.
verdict has been filled in and signed and dated by you, correct? Or for each defendant. All right, and I noticed that Mr. Kendrick's verdict form is dated December 2nd. Is that because that's when you all reached the verdict with regard to him? Okay. And then Ms.
Before I start, I want to say shout out to Seti Nash, because I've been keeping up. That's how I've been keeping up on all this Y.S.L trial since it's been going on for about a year now through his channel, and he really been keeping me informed. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. He been knowing what he been talking about. I've been watching a lot of people channels, you know, when they be keeping up on cases and stuff, and they really don't be knowing what the hell they be talking about, and you know, the outcome don't be nothing like they be saying and shit like that. Like, I can honestly say throughout this trial, he was kind of like spot on. You know what I'm saying? He kept it interesting, kept me tuned in through the whole trial. You know what I'm saying? I rather had watched, you know, I was watching the trial live, and then I kind of stopped, like, because he go put in the key parts. So if anybody didn't, like, if you didn't follow this trial, you can always go to his page, and he got it. Like, he give you the updates all the way up to now. Real talk. And one thing I was finna say too, these boys was facing, I think him right here was facing like 2 lives. Diamante Kendrick was facing like 2 lives plus like 100 years. You know what I'm saying? And Shannon Stillwell was facing like a life plus 100 years, some shit like that. Both of them was facing life plus 100 years. He was facing like 2 life. You know what I'm saying? They was both of them was facing some bad motherfuckers. They wouldn't see they wouldn't be able to smell the day. You know what I'm saying? Smell daylight if they would have got convicted. But just watch this.
Mr. Stillwell's is dated today. Okay. All right, Mr. Kendrick. You have been found not guilty on all charges.
Just like that.
Mr. Stillwell.
He waiting to hear some more shit like that. Just like
Please
that.
stand.
Just like that. Damn.
You have been found guilty on count 64, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and not guilty on every other charge.
I gotta give it up for that.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
That's real
the
emotion when
jury,
you facing
you are officially released
2
from
life
further
sentences
service,
plus 100
and
years.
I cannot express the degree of thanks that Fulton County owes you for your service. Given the length of this trial, you have paid close attention this entire time, and I appreciate your devotion, as I'm sure do the parties in this case. You are welcome to stay for the sentencing, or you can return to the jury room. I would like to speak with you in just a moment in the jury room. If
It
you
ain't
all,
over,
if you
though.
want to,
Y'all think because he
stay,
got
you're welcome
found
to stay.
guilty
Is there any
of the
objection
gun
to
charge?
the form or the legality of this verdict? Any from the defense?
He thanking the jury like, thank you,
right.
thank you, thank
All
you.
right, is there any reason that we can't go ahead and sentence? You may.
Like she said, that shit so fast. Like, y'all not guilty. You already? She's basically like, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Is y'all ready? Not guilty, all charges. You know, you got found guilty of a gun, but not guilty for the rest of the shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Come on, let's just hurry up and get the sentencing together because I'm ready to go home. You know what I'm saying? I got leftovers from Thanksgiving. Should have been thrown away. Let's fast forward a little bit. A lot of bit. Okay, let's go.
All right, so are we going to go ahead with sentencing? Is the state, I know the state had filed a recidivist notice. Yes, Your Honor. Do y'all intend to stand?
Just look at the body languages on these motherfuckers. She looking like the hunchback of Notre Dame. She just all tight back here. This is just the look of defeat right here. When everybody like this, when everybody body language is like, it's just like, oh. Everybody like this. They one from this is like, I bet you so and she was like, not good. Boom. Just, oh, everybody body language just fucked up over on this side. Everybody got their shoulder parts is just, everybody just hunched over like, fuck.
Stand on that? Yes. All right.
Like, you gonna stand on that?
The recidivist is A.
I'm gonna rewind just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Is A and C recidivist. The recidivist is A.
My bad, y'all. I'm over here
Stand on that?
skip records, y'all. My bad.
State, I know the state had filed a recidivist notice. Yes, Your Honor. Do y'all intend to stand on that? Yes, Your Honor. All right.
Are y'all gonna stand on that?
So,
Okay.
the recidivist is A and C recidivist. That means that I have no discretion but to sentence to the maximum on that count.
That's what you.
And
That's what you're supposed to
the
do after court,
sentence
right there.
possibility is 5 to 10.
This right here, I'm gonna rewind a little bit to say what she's, so I can hear what she's saying. But this how it's supposed to look when you at the end of your at the end of the verdict. You know what I'm saying? For real. You're supposed to look like that. That's what like, you got a good ass lawyer. That's what your lawyer did this damn thing. When you get a picture like this. You know what I'm saying? For real. But basically what she was saying is the prosecution, since they kind of figured like, okay, they only find him guilty on that gun, then we want to give him the maximum then. Judge, get him the maximum on the gun, which is 10 years. Sit his ass down. We're going to get something out this motherfucker. He finna do some time. But watch this.
I must sentence to 10 years. However, I can probate any part of that sentence at my discretion. And so the court sentence on count 64 for Mr. Stillwell is going to be 10 years to serve 2, with credit for time served, the balance served on probation.
He out of there.
All right, I am going
He's out of there.
to recess.
I mean, not gone like out of he's out of jail. He get to get out. We said it's 10 years to serve 2. You've been in there 2 years. That's time served. The rest of it gonna do probation, buddy. Case over.
Represent you on that unless they.
Look how he looking at the prosecution. That's when you know, like, y'all lost bad. Look how he looking over there at D.A. Love and Nikki Hilton. He looking dead at them like, oh, y'all just got did bad. Y'all went through all of this work. That's the look. This look right here is y'all went through all of this work. All these taxpayers' dollars. The taxpayers of Fulton County, taxpayers of Fulton County, Georgia, you went through their dollars. These years and months of the jury got to come in here, holding up court. Not to mention, one of these days, Y.S.L and Lucci finna come free too. So, all of this bullshit that's been going on that y'all done put on this big ass show just ended badly. Badly for the state. For real, just ended badly. All this work y'all put in, all them court cases that was held up because they had to take care of this shit right here for the past year and a half. This was the biggest, longest case in Georgia history, and y'all lost.
They are excused from that representation by me. You also have 30 days from either this date or the date the motion for
Look at this. Look at the celebrations over here, and just look at the, oh my God.
new trial is ruled upon to file a direct appeal if that's something you would like to do. And given that this is a felony conviction, you would have 4 years from the date that those.
That looks bad right there. That looks bad right there. For real. I got another video before I get into it. I just want to say one thing. I just want to ask a question. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask this question. I want to ask a question to the people out there, to everybody out there. What did we learn from this case? If you watched this case, if you followed this case, what did you learn from it? What did you learn from this Y.S.L trial? Because it was a lot. This was like school. Real talk. If you really followed this case, this was like real school. This was like, and it was like, this is the first case where it was kind of like common sense was right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a big brother that was sentenced to 25 to 50 years. And my little brother was just my youngest brother. He was just sentenced to 42 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'd have been in and out the courtroom, and for you know what I'm saying. My cousin got life. I've been through that trial. None of the trials like kind of like made sense. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have some common sense things in it, because in these trials, they was innocent. Ain't nobody have nothing on nobody in none of these trials that I went to. You know what I'm saying? It was something like this stuff, but the outcome was much different. So it be totally different. So out of this one, I'm like, this was the first one that it was like common sense was kind of making sense, even though common sense kind of makes sense when you in other trials. If you ever sat in the courtroom, you kind of like don't know. You would think like, okay, that we winning, or you know what I'm saying, like, but then it just turned out like, no. But this one case right here is like common sense made sense. Everything made sense, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, why is y'all, all the way back to the Woody saying he lying, like everything like played out the way that you kind of thought it was going to play out. Like, these boys is not guilty. I was saying that from the gate. Like, they haven't proved since I started watching it about a year ago, they haven't proved nothing. Nothing was solid. Everything had air holes and loopholes through everything. So that's what really had me like, I want to see this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the way they was presenting the case and the way they based their case off of, it just didn't make no sense. It was just like like railroad and shit. That's what I learned. I learned from this shit is that any state, I ain't just saying the state of Georgia, any state, it's crooked than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? When it come to the court and the law and the DA and all that shit, they'll throw some shit at your ass. They go just throw. And one thing I learned is half of these district attorneys and these prosecutors and stuff, and these motherfucking detectives and shit like that, they don't really know shit, like especially about the streets. That's why I don't see why people be doing so much talking. If y'all quit talking, y'all probably get out that shit, because they don't really know shit. Like, they don't really be knowing the slang language. They'll just bring up anything. Motherfuckers say any word, and they'll take it the way they think. And it don't be meaning nothing to what the fuck, 'cause they don't really be knowing shit, man. That's one thing I learned. I'm like, damn. I learned a lot about them that really they don't be knowing nothing. Really, the state don't know shit. They just throw a whole bunch of shit at you. You know what I'm saying? And whatever stick. A whole bunch of dumb shit. And if you leave it out there, if you put it out there all on social media and shit like that, they gonna use all that shit against you. Even though half of it, some of that shit don't mean shit, but some of that shit might stick. That's what I look at. Like, they don't really be knowing shit, but they'll throw so much shit out there. And one thing I learned about this case is that you can't trust everybody either. Everybody, your so-called friends and shit, like, they don't be solid. We all knew that, but you follow this shit right here, you know. For all the young people, you should know. Like, ain't your homeboys, he probably already said some crazy shit in the detective room and interrogation about your ass. Y'all probably still hanging out, but them times that he done got hemmed up and got caught with them pistols and all the little dumb shit he was doing and shit, he probably threw your name under the bus 30,000 times and still come outside, and when he get out and come hang with you, y'all still hit the club and all type of shit like that. I learned that, you know what I'm saying, too, through this case. And one thing I learned is, it's the main thing I learned. Stay solid. No matter what. No matter what goes on, stay solid. No matter how bad it gets on you, stay solid, y'all. If this don't teach you to stay solid, and for one, stay out of trouble. Leave that shit alone. Leave the streets alone. Stay out of trouble. Because they ain't playing. They don't even know the streets. You can say anything. You can say some shit like peppermint. You know what I'm saying? My favorite nigga, we peppermints. That mean red. He got red and white in it. I mean, he sell white. And he a blood and he sell white. You know what I'm saying? That's why he keep talking about anything. They'll say anything in the court. Anything. They don't be knowing what shit mean. For real, they'll make up some shit. But stay out that shit. That's the main thing. Stay out that shit. And if you caught up in some shit, stay solid. Because it ain't no need to be doing all that talking and telling and all that shit. Everybody ain't going to end up like Woody. Everybody ain't going to end up like Woody. You know what I'm saying? For real. Everybody just, Woody 1 out of a million. So I don't think you going to end up with the same results Woody ended up with. Out there loose lipping. For real. Stay solid. And ain't no telling what'll happen. You might be coming home. For real. And it's a message. When I seen this video, I'm like, this motivation. Like, to the ones that's out there just fucking up. Or if you think it's all bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Cause if you can go on my Facebook page. I got a guy on there, Mark Felico. I'm gonna drop him. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go see one of the next videos. It's gonna be Mark Felico. Go on my YouTube and too. He went through some stuff like this too. He had 53 years. Like, they gave sentences to him. Boom, gavel drop. Boom, sentence. Found guilty. Went to sentencing. 53 years. You know what I'm saying? Stay solid. Stayed in that motherfucker. Stay fighting. He did a podcast here yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you stay solid. Whatever you do, if you think it's down for you, it might not be all bad for you. Stay solid. And this next video, I want y'all to watch this. And this is Diamante Kendrick, mom. And the way she break it down is real. She real passionate and it's emotional. You know what I'm saying? So y'all watch this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna fire up a second blunt to this one, y'all. This the real meaning of staying solid. Let me get over here to this camera. Stay solid, people. It's a must see, a must hear, for real. And I'm gonna play her whole speech. This is a speech, a
I want
lecture.
to say that I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I stood down, 10 toes down, every day, day in, day out. I stood by my son.
It's a
It was his
real
decision
mama,
to
y'all.
not take the
Real
plea.
black
And I
mom.
said, whatever you want to do, I want to do. He said, no, I ain't taking the plea. He didn't take it, and we stood down. I prayed. I thank God for all the supporters all over the world. People who were supporting me, texting me, DMing me. I appreciate the love, and the love. All the prayer warriors, I'm thankful. God is good. He did his big one. They used my son rap lyrics against him. How dare they do that? It's a freedom of speech. They just did so much corruptness in this case. And they threw things against the wall and it didn't stick. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I just got so much emotion right now. I'm full. Day in, day out, going to work, having a personal life, coming back down here, sleeping in the courtroom. They having to wake me up, doing this thing over and over
That's
and
a
over
real
again
mom.
repetitiously. Every day. Every day. My son stood up 30 months. My son stood up. And we was victorious. I'm thankful to God that a mother love went beyond the world. And I'm thankful. I never gave up on my son. Never. He said, Mama, I'm not taking it. I'm standing up. And I stood right by him every day. Every day of the week, I stood by my child. And he said, no. And I said, I'm going to stand with you. I'm going to stand with you to the end. And we stood down to the end. You never give up. No matter what's thrown against you. You never give up. Never. And he stood down. And I'm right here every day. Every day I stood up with him. Every night I prayed with him. And I told him, son, this is bigger than you. This is bigger than you. And I'm thankful to the people all over the world that prayed, gave me encouragement. He gave me encouragement. Big Jeff, Miss Sylvia, everybody around me. Taylor, Cole, I got so many people, my family members in Miami, Florida. Everybody that gave me hope and encouragement. India Monte stood every day. He watched them say bad things about him and disgrace him. And I had him and I raised him. They divulged his character. They said bad things about him. But we got the victory. And in life, you never give up. Never. You never give up, no matter how bad it look. God said he'll make your enemy your footstool.
Facts.
I look to the hills where my help come
Facts.
from. I had bad days, I had good days, I had emotional days, but I damn if I was gonna give up.
Facts.
And I'm thankful for everybody that been around me in my life who encouraged me. I'm emotional beyond words. I am emotional beyond words, beyond measures. A mother love. I never will give up. And I taught him that to give up, never give up. No matter what the traditional system say about him, never get up.
Facts right there. Facts. One thing about that too, y'all. I'm gonna explain to y'all. It don't always turn out like that, man. For real. And that's a blessing. For real. Because when y'all get in that trouble like that, that'd be the main person that be in that courtroom fighting, missing work, sleeping in the courtroom, like she said. Be your mom, man. Be your loved ones in there, man. They fighting. They giving up that cash for you. You know what I'm saying? All that. You gotta think about all that before you get into anything. Before you bust that strap, before you go slide and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about all that shit before you do anything. Them the ones that's batting for you. Them the ones that really care for you. It's hurting them the most. You might can take it. You be in there, motherfucker. You can stand 10 toes down, but they can't. Facts. They can't. You know what I'm saying? They got to. They go do it. They got to, but it's killing them. Taking years off their life. Believe it or not, you're taking years off your parents' life when you putting them through stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing Gotti getting out. It's a fucked up thing they had to go through, whatever they went through. He had staples in his head and everything. Them boys been getting stabbed up in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they can be able to jump on a lawsuit or not. They might got a civil suit. They got a civil suit they can claim, especially him. He got found not guilty on all charges. So it's like y'all threw him in some shit for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he about got a civil suit. Everybody else, I don't know. Shannon probably got a civil suit too. They only found him guilty of the gun. Well, I don't know, but I know my man probably he got one. Cause if you found guilty on all charges, in my knowledge, then I ain't supposed to be in this bitch at all. And I've been stabbed. You know what I'm saying? Went through some crazy shit going on in this motherfucker. I had to defend myself. And here going through this bullshit over here on Rice Street. And they already saying that prison is fucked up. They had 4 stabbers in 4 days. Like, yeah, for real. Y'all put me in this motherfucker for nothing. Yeah, I'll be trying to get some bread up out of that. Yep. But I'm gonna tell you what I think. They've been fucked up, the case. But I'm gonna tell you what I think they fucked up at. I think they got too cocky, the defense. D.A. Love, D.A. Hilton. I'm gonna tell you what might cost them their jobs. It might do, might not. But I'm gonna tell you what might cost them their jobs, though. For real. I'm gonna tell you what make them really look bad. This will really make them look bad right here, y'all. This is my opinion, though. This is my opinion. This what I think to make them look bad. Cause it kind of do. When I show y'all this, y'all finna, some of y'all go agree.
That must mean they're a gang. You guys are mostly in blue and black. You associate with each other here today. Are you guys a gang? The state is all in red today. Are they a gang because they're...
See that? See, she even laughing. These is closing arguments. They want to come in closing arguments and like be funny, like joke around. I don't think the jury took that as a joke. I don't think they took that as. I don't think they kind of liked it that too much. Because if I'm just putting myself in the jury pool, in the jury box, you know what I'm saying? And if y'all already presenting a horrible case to me, you know what I'm saying? And then in closing arguments, when it's over, y'all show up in all red. You know what I'm saying? It's basically proving the defense case. You know what I'm saying? That's why this was kind of the craziest, like, wildest trial to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I ain't tripping. Like, for real. Like, it was some shit going on in this trial, and I'm like, I know I ain't tripping. I know I ain't tripping. Like, in this one, like, I know I ain't tripping. Like, y'all, it's kind of to me. This is to me. Y'all proving the defense case. Like, cause motherfuckers wear red and y'all in a group. The females in red. They got another female back here. She in her red too, and the men in black suits. So y'all in all red. So what is that? Do that prove that it's y'all bloods? That don't prove that y'all in the gang. You know what I'm saying? And she over here laughing and shit over here like, nah. And that's probably, if I was in the jury, that would have struck me so hard. Like, oh my God. What the fuck you over here laughing for? Y'all ain't even, he's proving the case just by saying that. That right there to me is proving the case. Y'all calling everybody bloods because they wear, you know what I'm saying, wear a certain color, or everybody in the gang because they wear a certain color. They wear red, they bloods, they slime, or they wear all green or whatever. And y'all come in closing arguments making a statement like, yeah, the bloods. We finna shut the bloods or whatever. I don't even, whatever sign, to me it was a big L. Wearing that, the red was a L. Whatever statement, whatever point they was trying to prove, they was far from it. That was a L. For real, that's all I can see. That was a L. You shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was in, like I said, I'm in the jury box. I'm like, I'd have been like, nah, no. Nah, they ain't even prove a case. No, they didn't walk in here with all red on. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Like they bloods or something. Like they a gang. Y'all walk in here like y'all a gang. But y'all not a gang. So could that be with Y.S.L? They could be just wearing the same colors, but they not a gang. They just a rap group. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they was just doing shit. That was just like, man, is y'all serious? Is this is a joke? Like this for TV. Like this shit on VH1 or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like Reno 911 or some crazy shit. Like I don't know. I ain't know what
They're
the
all
fuck.
dressed in red. Poor Miss Hingerty happened to come in red today. I guess she's a member of the gang as well. It is absurd.
It is. You know what I'm saying? That was just a good blow that they just handed it to them. They threw an alley to Doug Weinstein. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Doug Weinstein and Max Sharp. Shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying? To me, they the big timers. They Mannie Fresh and motherfucking Birdman, for real. Cause they showed they ass. You know what I'm saying? They the number one stunners when it comes for real. When it comes to the courtroom, they the number one stunners. For real. From now on, they can just come up, boom, 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 boom. You know me, I don't need no introduction to shit. For real, they don't need no introduction to shit. For real. The whole world know who they is, goddammit. Them the big timers, goddammit. For real, Doug Weinstein and Max Sharp, the big timers. Shout out to them. For real. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to them. Cause they did their damn thing. I don't know how much they got paid, and I know they probably ain't got heard Ceddy Nash, and I kind of agree with him. He said they got underpaid. I kind of believe him. You know what I'm saying? But they earned their bones though. They're underpaid, not anymore. Not anymore. You better come out them pockets from now on. You want any of them boys. You want the big timers. You want the number one stunners. You better come out your pockets. For real. That's what they is. They the number one stunners. For real. But yeah, it's been a good one, y'all. It's a good day, man. These boys are free. Well, finna be free. That's good news. I heard Max Sharp said Shannon got some other legal problems he got to work through, but it ain't nothing like 2 lives plus 100 years. You know what I'm saying? That she explained it to him. Y'all go back until when she explained when they tried to come at them with like. It came in with a sucker ass plea deal, like 20 years or something. They take 20-year plea deal. They do 20 years and shit like that. Man, that's why you always got to like always have, you know what I'm saying, some willpower and some strength in the inside and prayer. Always got to have God with you and somebody ride with you on your team. You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of people that will cave on a lot of shit. A lot of people have caved. A lot of people that gave up, even they did or didn't do it. Like, oh man, they facing 2 lives plus, you know what I'm saying, 2 lives plus 100 years. Oh man, fuck man, I'm gone forever. 20 years. At least I got an outdate. I might can get parole, might get some good time. At least I got an outdate. You know what I'm saying? I can accept 20. I might get out in 15. Fuck that. Just ride that shit out. Them motherfuckers looked at that shit and was like, 20. Send that shit back and look at him now. You know what I'm saying? My man walked out. All charges dropped. You know what I'm saying? He's good. Looking at, like the judge explained, if you guys keep going, keep going to trial, it's going to be 2 life sentences plus 100 and plus some years. And my man was facing a life sentence plus 100 and something. And then they came with a plea that 20 years. Like, whoa. That's a lot of pressure. That's enough. That's some heart attack shit. That's some health problems to some people. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's health problems to some motherfuckers sitting there looking, facing all that shit. That's health problems. It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? For real. So, and to ride it out, to take that shit to the front door, that's what they did. Took it to the front door. And shit, walking off that bitch. Salute to them, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Leave your comments. Subscribe. For real, subscribe. When you see this video, subscribe, y'all. It ain't gonna cost you a dime. So, please subscribe, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's your host, DB the Big Homie, from Black Coffee Cafe and Go Farm Visuals, y'all. Thank y'all, and I'm out. Like I say, look at me on Facebook too. Go to DEEBEE at Go Farm Visuals at Black Coffee Cafe. Thank y'all.